Hey guys, welcome to Professional Lumberjack 2015 with me, Brad M73. We are starting off in the free play mode. There's basically the tutorial, which kind of seems to get hung up after a while, and then there's also this mode called free play. And with free play, it allows us to just jump right in and, do whatever we want. And so it starts us off with all the minimal equipment. We have a Logo 500 four-wheel drive truck. We have a Emmett EM100. This is our tree harvester. And we also have the Tatsu 20, which is the forklift. So these are kind of the main things that we need to help us get started here. But I'm going to do a couple different things here. I'm actually going to be using a bit of an exploit, but I'm going to explain myself. Because it's not really an exploit. Or at least what I'm going to do is I don't really consider an exploit. So that's why I want to explain what I'm going to do here early on in the game. I've played the game a little bit. And actually quite a lot. I've put about, 8 hours or 10 hours or something like that into the game so far. So I kind of have an understanding of what I want to do as far as getting my Let's Play series off the ground. I don't really know how far I'm going to go as far as episodes on this, but I'm starting off in this truck here. And I know that I'm not going to use this. I'm just not. I'm going to be driving around typically in the vehicles, and if I'm not in the vehicles, I can either walk or I can hit the map key and I can teleport to the different vehicles that I need to be in. So I have absolutely no use for this truck. There's also a four-wheel drive vehicle, like a ATV off-road vehicle. I can show you what it looks like here in a second. And I don't really see the point of it. I mean, I'm sure like young kids are going to be like, oh yes, that's awesome, I'm going to get that and go crazy and go exploring, and that's fine. I mean, later in the game when we have tons of money, yeah, we can do that as well. But right now there's your little car quad turtle big red quad runner there. The car here, the Logo 500, I'm not going to be using. So I'm going to actually sell it. I'm going to turn back around and I'm going to buy this tractor here because it's the cheapest one and we need cheap right off the bat. Okay, so we're going to get that. Now, with the when selling that truck, okay, if you guys have watched the videos, I have another video out that discusses a money cheat or money exploit regarding the selling of the truck. Now the truck will respawn in the game, okay? And so what I plan to do when I reload the save game is I'm just going to take that truck and I'm going to drive it off somewhere, and I'm just going to leave it somewhere where I'm not going to really need it. Because I want to sell that truck because I want the money out of it, but I don't want the use of it. So hopefully you guys are kind of understanding where I'm going with this. Because there's a bug in the game that causes that vehicle to respawn every time you reload your save game, it's it would lead me or other people to exploit the fact that I can get an easy $30,000 without even having to do anything in the game and just buy everything in the game. So I'm really hoping that they get that patched, and then I won't have that that desire to actually to do that in case I need money. So I think I've kind of figured out a plan on how to get the most money that we can early on here in the game, and we also need to get some of our equipment. Now we're going to have to make a few trips, which I don't really like. But, because this is kind of the most time-consuming part, is actually getting ourselves set up so that we can actually start logging. So we have 3 pieces of farming equipment that's near the starting area, and I actually might take... I'm just kind of driving this back, and so I can show you how to drive back. We can take a look at some of the scenery on the way over. Now I do have all of the graphics are maxed out. I'm playing this on like ultra. Here, let me see here. Video options, 2560 by 1440, and basically everything is on. So, yeah. And even with everything being on, it still looks kind of, if you look at off in the distance, like if you look at the trees right above the tractor there, they're very flat. They're kind of like this ultra green color, and they're just not that pretty. When they get up closer, they look all right. But you can see how the load distance works. You can see them actually popping and into looking differently. It's really distracting to my eye, and I'm sure it is to a lot of people as well. I think that this, if they were to use a different game engine like the Unity engine or something like that, it would make a huge difference. What is that building way over there? I've actually never driven up there, so I don't really know. Maybe if we drive in this, we'll come out over here or something. I've actually never tried that. Let's go and try that. This road leading off to the right here, that's actually where it takes us off to where our house is, so we're going to come back there. But I've actually not been down this road, so maybe we'll find out. Maybe we'll find something new to exploit. Looks like a little hotel or maybe a restaurant or something up here. Okay, there's the whatever it is, the tunnel. We'll see how far down this road we can go. Maybe there's like an invisible force field that's going to stop us. So there's some caves down there, maybe. We could go in there and find a bear and get eaten. That would actually be entertaining. How come there's never any wildlife in games like this? I mean, you see stories of real lumberjackers coming across wild animals, when they're out doing their lumberjack thing, right? Oh gosh. Oh, yep, there's the invisible barrier. So that's as far as we can go, folks. I was hoping I'd be able to drive through that tunnel. Oh gosh. Okay, we got a little bit of a camera I don't know, bug there. We can actually go inside our tractor if we want. If you guys watched the Professional Farmer 2014 series that I did, you will probably recognize the voice, or not the voice, the sound effects for the tractor are identical to what they were before. The wheel down there on the left, the wheel hub actually looks off balance pretty severely, actually. I would think that would create a pretty bad oscillation, but who knows? What do I know, right? And my first episode, I got really mad about the whole, where is it? Second Amendment fanboy thing, and someone on the Steam forum must think I'm like being or like I'm overreacting about it, and I kind of got into this like pseudo argument over the whole situation, and it's kind of silly to me because either you're like a Obama-loving liberal who, doesn't in any way support the Second Amendment, or you're an American who values American, standards and customs and things like that. So I feel I'm in the latter category, um, and I'm not. I am a person who's used firearms responsibly for years, and never had that kind of a problem with it. All right, so we're going to pick up. We're gonna pick up these tractors. Oh yeah, I gotta actually hook them up here first, and I guess we'll drive them back over to where? Okay, we'll just go this way. I thought maybe I'll drive them through the woods, but there is like a logging road back through the woods, kind of. But I thought, nah, I'll just drive them this way. So yeah, he was kind of like calling me out on how silly he thought the Second Amendment was, and everybody has their opinion. That's fine. I, however, disagree, and hopefully we can be as respectful as possible towards each other. But anyway. So I don't know how much we'll get done in this first episode. There is more equipment that we need to purchase. Oh, the back wheels are stuck again. We're just burning rubber. They should have like a big white cloud behind the truck because we're burning so much rubber. I love these walls. Where is this supposed to be? Like where? I don't understand where the game is supposed to take place. Like it's got Second Amendment fanboy posters, which Second Amendment, that there's guns there. It's fairly obvious that it's some type of a poke at or to the United States. I don't really understand why they would have them, those types of posters in Europe, because they don't have a Second Amendment like we do. Yeah, it's just really weird. So it's like, is this supposed to be like in the United States, or because it doesn't really strike me as being like a U.S. map. There's a lot of, the tractors don't look particularly American. The vehicles maybe, because we've got pickup trucks everywhere. The trees, hit or miss, depending on where in the United States you live. There can be a variety of different types of trees. So it's kind of like, I'll let that one slide for now, I guess. Okay, I got 15,000 euros, but we're using euros. Speaking of euros, and so I don't really. I'm going to assume that it's taking place somewhere in Europe, and why there are Second Amendment posters in Europe, I have absolutely no clue. It's just that they're there, and we have to accept it. Gosh, the whole episode's going to be done, and all we're going to have done is take those 3 trailers back to the main base. You can see they use a lot of game a lot of game assets, like those little buildings and the shelters, and of course the logs. This time I'm just gonna kind of take us through the countryside. It'd be kind of nice to farm these fields, but nope. Wrong game. Okay, so there's our house up there. Okay. Well, actually, you know, in this episode, I'm probably only going to need the wood cutting trailer, so we'll just get the other red trailer, and we should be all right for this episode. The next episode, we'll come back and we'll get the other trailer. Maybe I'll get it in between episodes and haul it over there, so I don't have to bore you guys to death with it. The turn radius is also kind of broken. We're gonna, just to kind of speed things up, I'm gonna be a little bit proactive in getting. Oh, here's the little logging road. We can use that. We'll use the logging road. We are on the logging road, yeah, lo lo ho ho ho. Let's also look at the forests map here, because we need to see. There's 209 trees there. 77, 283. Almost 800 there. 99 there. I want to kind of see what the difference in price on some of these are. All these, you know, brown spots are essentially where, you know, the forests are that we can purchase. All right, so let's continue on down this path here. And kind of go off over here. I'm just going to say this is another logging road, right? Right, Brad. It's a logging road. We can just get a little shortcut, right? And the other thing that I'm going to want to do is we're going to take out a loan because there's a couple pieces of the building that we need, a couple pieces of equipment that are pretty much essential, really, to starting off the game. Now, in playing the game off screen, I found a few bugs, you know, like the truck selling exploit. I've also discovered that if you early on in the game, if you're kind of strapped for cash, one of the few ways to make money is to buy, or not to buy, but to take the forklift, which we do start off with, and actually drive it up to the, where is it? This building up here, which unfortunately I don't really know what it's called. It's not really a sawmill, but you take your logs up there and actually sell them there to make money. And if you just drive it up there with the forklift and you keep the boards on the forklift, as soon as you sell it, bang, the game crashes straight to the desktop. And if you haven't saved your game in a while, you're kind of up the creek, you know. And I found out the hard way. I was working for probably 2 hours, and bling, and I lost everything. So I was definitely not happy at all. But the other thing that we're going to need a a front loader. Oh, and the other thing I want is right over here. But we're not going to have enough money. We want to buy the bark silo, because I think that's going to make us some good money off the start. There we go. Probably would have taken less time just to run to it. All right, so we've got a tractor, we've got a trailer. Okay. So I'm going to be purchasing this forest area over here. So this is going to cost 15, or let's see, total cost 20. We'll just say 21,000. First thing I need to do is, let's see, figure out where I'm at, and then we're going to run over to the bank. I feel like I'm Spaceman there. I don't think I can go through the fence here, but maybe we're, no fence. Press enter for machine store. Well, we don't, oh, there we go. Yay, there's a break in the fence. Breaking in, breaking in. I think the bank is over this way, though. I still love how we can only jump like 2 inches. Hopefully I can get out over here. There might not be a break in the fence, and then I'm ski-rude. Guess this is somebody's state. I kind of don't like the fact that the depth of field keeps changing. You'll be running along, and all of a sudden everything gets blurry. All right, so we're going to borrow the maximum, $250,000. So now we have 265,000, and we're going to run back. We're going to buy some essential equipment here, and then we're going to see what we have left. Hopefully we'll have enough to buy the forest. We should. Okay. First piece is this guy right here, this lifter loader. So we're going to buy that. And we're going to drive it out of the way. So we need to buy, whoops, need to buy a couple more things. Woot, 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 woot. I swear those pistons are made out of rubber. Enter for machine shop. Next up, we need to buy the this guy right here for 100,000. And I don't think I've ever, I don't know what kind of truck this is. Is that supposed to be like a Scania or a Mon or something? I don't know. Why can't I get into it? Press enter for machine store. Why can't I get in the freaking truck? Okay, now we're in the truck. Okay. That was weird. Enter for machine truck store, whatever. Okay, now we're going to get the trailer here. Okay, so we're going to drive this up and let's see here. Q, there we go. All right, so we got $77,000 left. And we're going to drive this up here. This thing is hard to drive. Oh, and the interior. The interior, yeah, Euro Truck Simulator 2, or even Construction Simulator 2015, this game is not. I mean, look at how horrible this interior is. It looks like it's from a game from like 1998, and that's being nice. That's being very nice. Let's see here. Forests. Oh, vehicles. I want to go to vehicles. Okay. So we're going to purchase this forest area. So now, if we go to forests, yep, that'll be green. Let's go back over to vehicles. And so we got 56,000 left. Hopefully we have enough to buy another part of the building or two. Okay, that's not annoying. Or is it? No, that's not annoying at all. Come on. Bark silo. Okay, bark silo. Oh, that's right. We have to do it from here. Bark silo, 40,000. All right. And then, okay, that's all we can really afford. There's nothing else we can buy right now. All right, so now we have all the stuff that we need to really get started. And so I'm just going to drive the forklift like over here somewhere. And we can now get started on harvesting some trees. In our new tree plot over here. Well, this thing's not winning any speed awards or anything by a long shot. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and start harvesting. Come on. There we go. Ponzi Scorpion, this is not. But I think if you follow these guidelines, this is, definitely going to get you started on the right foot. It's going to, you're going to have the equipment. It's not going to be the best equipment, but you're going to have the fundamentals here to, get you started in the game and, start making money. Oh, sorry guys, I was sitting there beep, beep, beeping and talking. Okay. Now the bark collector, or whatever the heck that building was called, we should actually make a decent bit of money with that. It's generally probably in the realm of 8,000 to 10,000, maybe even more every time you take a big load of trees in to harvest them, or to process them actually. Now the only thing that we don't have that we do need is a dryer building. So we're probably going to get a little bit less for the wood planks. I'm thinking maybe about 750 per pallet. We're just going to have to wait and see how much we get for those. Oh, just a leaf fluttering about. Come on. Now, while I'm in this mode, I can't do anything while a tree is being processed. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. That's just the way the game is. I can't even hit escape or do anything. All right, we'll do one more tree, I think. Do this guy over here. Okay. See if I hit M. Let's see if I can hit. Oh, I can't hit escape. Okay, I lied before. But yeah, you can't drive. You can't do. Oh, I can steer left and right. Yay! But I can't drive backwards. I can't do anything else. Okay. So we'll just kind of put this guy over here somewhere, get him ready for doing some more trees. Let's go into vehicles, and we're going to pick up our little guy here. Hello. Alright. Jump inside here and, look around. Don't have very good visibility at all. Okay, come on. Looks like the sun is starting to set in the west, I guess. Alright, oh gosh, so we're just going to start right-clicking a lot. And, we are. Unlike Farming Simulator, you don't have to be very precise. You just drive near a log, right click, and then just right click it onto the trailer. Kind of get it pretty close and right click, and that's all there is to it. Whoops. Yeah. Right. There is a trailer that's somewhat similar to the Ponzi Buffalo, and it's just a trailer with a big crane on it. It looks, it looks about like the woodcutter over there. Okay. Zoom out just a little bit here. We can even turn our lights on since it's starting to get a little bit dark. Ah, who am I kidding? It's not really all that dark. Okay, and got a little bit more to do here. Yeah, you don't have to be very precise at all. You just kind of get it near it and bam. Now, you can also right click and it'll drop, whoops, it'll also drop the log, bam, whoops. Pick it back up again. The log rolling physics, though, aren't really the greatest. Like in Farming Sim, you can put a log on, drop a log on the side of a hill, and it's going to roll off into oblivion, which can be kind of frustrating sometimes because sometimes you'll actually have to, chase down logs to find them, but not so much in this game. When you drop a log, if it's on a really steep hill, it seems like sometimes they roll, but sometimes they don't. And you can just, go over and pick them right up. Now we get these little bits here. I love how it just kind of floats in the center there. Here's the little log. Okay, and an even littler log. Bonk. Okay. Now you can actually stack you can get quite a bit of logs on there. So, I'm not even scratching the surface as far as, well, I guess I am, obviously. But I'd say that trailer's probably a little less than halfway full. Or maybe right about halfway full. We can get a lot more logs on there if we want. Okay. Okay. The game also said, especially during the tutorial, it talked about there being like 6 different tree types, and you would think that would have some type of a bearing on maybe how much the different wood logs sell for. I have yet to find any evidence that it makes any difference whatsoever, because it's not like, different logs get graded and then, by quality and by type. It's just that they go into the mill to get processed, and then they come out and, as kind of like wet planks, which we can sell, and actually we'll probably end up having to do that. And we'll just drive these on up to the mill, and then I think that'll kind of be the end of this episode. We'll start off on the next episode, seeing what we'll kind of go forward a day, and we'll see what we got as far as lumber. Now we'll take a look at a couple of the statistics here, or the information once we pull up and drop these logs off. So you'll kind of see what I mean here in just a moment. And it's slow going because, again, this is the smallest tractor in the game. And we're apparently driving over some invisible obstacles. Okay. So you drive up over here, and just before we do this, actually, I'm going to hit M, and it says logs currently being processed 0, planks being dried, so on and so forth. Chipboards. What the heck are chipboards? I don't know what a chipboard is, but whatever. And it says it takes 6 full-length logs to create a plank pallet. If there's less than 6, these will wait for more to be put in. So if you only have like 4 logs up here to be processed, it'll wait until you put more in. To create chipboard, you need at least the chipboard building with at least 1,500 kilograms of wood chips. Okay. Oh, so chipboards are kind of like, I guess it's like particle board maybe. All right, so we'll hit enter. So now our trees, beamed into the factory, and we'll look at our map. So we've got 42. So that'll give us a few planks in the next episode, and you do actually have to go on to the next day to see what. Actually, we'll do that really quick, just so I don't leave you hanging. Just go in. I think it's mechanics, and we'll just, and it'll kind of go through. Oh no, it's immediately there. Okay, so we're at the next day, April 2nd, and we'll hit the map. So yeah, everything got the logs got processed, every single one of them. We have 840 kilos of bark stored. That's in this building behind the words, and then we have some plank pallets for sale. And we'll just let's go into vehicles. Where's our forklift? There he is. Now the dried pallets will go over here under these under these canopies. But if we come over here, the wet planks are in here, and we'll actually have to buy some dryer buildings eventually. And I don't know if I can leave those in here. Yeah, so the plank dryers, I don't know how much these cost. Plank dryer building, oh, it's really tough to see. It looks like it's 50,000 euros. So I think it's going to have, we're going to have a while before we can afford those. And again, we can just jump on to the forklift here and pick these pallets up. And if we don't want them to dry, we will obviously want to sell them. And I actually don't know what the wet planks sell for there. Bam, they're on the truck. So let's just really quick, we'll do this really quick too. I'm just going to drive the one plank all the way over, and then we'll sell it just to see what it sells for. because I don't know off the top of my head. And that way I'll kind of have a better idea as to whether or not I want to wait and just sell the bark, the wood. Oh my gosh, the wood chips. Here, and we're gonna have to make a hard left. Oh gosh, really hard left. The interior of this thing. It also has three seats in the front, so I guess you can bring a couple friends along with you. Oh, this is so... I mean, Construction Simulator is like a million times better than this, driving wise. They really need a better game engine. I mean, this is just silly. I mean, it really is silly. It's so bad. It's just... It's sad. It really is sad. It makes me sad that there are game developers in a place that, you know, want to use such ancient assets, or just not even. It doesn't even have to be ancient. It's just horrible. It just is. It is what it is. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, so press enter. So 750 instead of 1,000 euros. So that's not terribly bad. So we'll sell that. And we'll just, you know, continue earning money until we can build our plank building. Then we'll get even more for our planks once they're dry. And we'll see where we can go. Basically, in this series, I just want to go until I can buy all the buildings. And then if there's some extra stuff along the way, that's all good by me. I don't know how long that's going to take. Something tells me it's not really going to take that long, but who knows? You know, they might release a patch with a bunch of new equipment. I mean, I just don't know what, if any, plans there are for the future of this game. I'm assuming that you know, they're going to see how sales go before they, you know, make any further commitments. I know that there's already a lot of people on the Steam forums yelling and screaming, saying, "Do not buy this game." I am still kind of on the fence about recommending it, especially with the bugs in the game. I think once they get the bugs worked out, you know, it's probably a $5 or $10 title. I don't know that I would recommend somebody pay much more than that, though. But I would say, you know, for 20 bucks, save your money. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much again for watching. If you found this video funny, insightful, informative, please don't forget to hit that like and share button. Please don't forget to comment. And as always, be sure to subscribe for this and many more videos. This is Lumberjack. No, it's Professional Lumberjack 2015. I'm Brad M73. We'll see you guys next time. Bye for now.